again.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just in. I just wanted to make sure we had last minute time to swear and do other things that may or not want.
Well, I'm gonna swear anyway, so.
Shit.
Yeah, I can't hear you at all, Jared.
Yeah, you're very quiet. You need to maneuver your mic a little bit.
Wait, are we swearing now? Did I hear that?
Shit.
Jared is, but yeah.
Piss.
I'm gonna swear regardless. There's a couple of things you can do.
Taint.
Nice.
Let's see. Piss.
There you go. You're better now.
Okay, well.
I just wanted to let you know a couple of settings you can do.
Okay.
If you go to the window capture.
Yeah. Settings window capture.
Yeah. Turn off capture mouse cursor first of all, because that's gonna.
Okay, I'm not. Yeah, I'm getting all. Where is it in? Audio.
Yeah, if you see sources at the bottom there.
Oh, sources. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Right click on window capture.
I have it on. I have it on game. Yeah, window capture. Yes.
Go to properties. Because you're not going to want it to capture like everything. You want it to capture just one certain window.
Yes, I have it set for that window.
Okay, so
capture mouse cursor is not a thing we want.
Okay, and then do you have it set up to inner window or entire window?
Inner window.
Okay, yeah, you want to make sure you do that. And then there was one other thing that I can't remember. Settings, video. I don't remember, but we can talk about that later. But
we can figure it out. At the very least, we've got the basics.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, boy. Jared, we'll mess with the other stuff later. Alrighty. Looks like we've got everybody there. So, testing. Alrighty. And zoom tight. Alrighty.
That was a cough, but okay.
Well, we should start with introductions. Welcome to the Standard Action Club Twitch thingy, whatchamacallit, viewing show thing. Yes.
We're off to a good start. You've got them reeled in.
That's a professional performance.
Yes.
This is a amateur thing. Let's call it that.
I prefer to call it unpaid professionals.
I don't know about that.
Can I be a paid amateur?
I'd like to be a paid amateur.
I can't be a professional volunteer for some reason. So, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe yes. Alrighty. And we've already gotten on our first tangent.
That didn't take long.
Honestly, it took longer than I thought it would. I'm surprised I got a full sentence out before.
My name is Justin. I play Hammer, a construct.
Yes.
You totally botched it.
Yes,
was that not how we're supposed to introduce ourselves?
Yes, yes. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get to this. I am the Dungeon Master. Andrew, generic fighter, yada yada yada. I will be presenting the adventure.
Mommy, who's that scary man? He said yada 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 like we're supposed to know who he is.
You'll find out.
Daddy, why does that guy sound like he's a 1920s gangster?
That's because your mama got some stuff from the boss.
Anyways. So then, well, we might as well introduce the party. So, ladies first. Go ahead, Jared.
Chris, turn your.
Ooh, burn! Oh wait, you're playing a woman. That's right.
And I'm Jared, and I am playing Sheena, who is a changeling elemental warlock. And she's a lady.
Yes. Ben, what are you playing?
I am Ben. I'm playing Snappy, the pixie monk.
Who's constantly on fire.
Yes.
Yes. Quite
He's
on
hot.
fire.
But he does it to himself, so it's not cruelty to animals.
Wait, are pixies animals now?
Wait, aren't they?
That's an interesting, theological question. I think we should really get into.
And Chris, who and what are you playing?
Hi, I'm Chris, and I'm playing Dwyon Richardson Jr. He is a goblin artificer.
Doctor. Oh.
Dr. Goblin? That is not his name. His name is Dwyon.
Dr. Goblin.
Dr. Goblin.
Dr. Goblin MD.
Also, Chris, I'm pretty sure that every time you introduce yourself, you have to talk like Chris Griffin. Like, hi, I'm Chris.
Well, no. See, I'm speaking in my normal voice, not Dwyon's voice. Get into character. I got to get in character. Yeah, I got to get into the zone, and I'm not in the zone yet. I'm not feeling it quite yet.
Beep boop. I don't understand. Beep boop.
Yes, Justin. What are you playing?
I'm Justin. I play Hammer, the construct, Warforged construct. I am a battle fighter, weapons master, fighter thing. I can't remember what I'm technically called.
I'm a construct, Warforged man. I'm a battle fighter.
I'm a weapons master thing.
I'm a robot.
Beep, bloop, blip, beep. I is robot.
And don't piss off the metal one. Is that how that quote goes?
All
Star
robot
Wars.
wants is a heart.
How does that quote from
robot
Star Wars
wants
go?
is
Don't
to
piss off the metal one. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
Alrighty. So we have introduced our party. So
Twitch streams just favored a tweet of mine because I mentioned that we were live on the Twitch.
nice.
That's like my first favorite of all time, and it's because a bot follows me, I guess.
Anyways, speaking of robots, well,
Beep boop.
robots and other things. So, the robot. What has the robot been up to? What has this robot been up to previous to getting a certain letter?
How you like a life story previous, or do you want like the last 10 minutes?
Well, at the very least,
He was taking a
couple
robo
of
dump out
highlights.
back, and he got a delivery.
Yeah, a couple of
Well,
highlights and what's been
That's a
going on
delivery.
in the last few minutes.
He ever since he's known, he's been a what could be conveniently called a contract killer, I guess. Hired killer,
Yeah,
if you're gonna
sorts.
look at the literal occupation background.
What could conveniently
you
be
give
called a
me money,
contract killer,
I
but
make things-
inconveniently called a serial killer.
You give
Yes.
me money,
Only I get
make
paid
things
for it.
not alive anymore.
Pretty much. So, as far as he knows, his entire life has been spent killing things for money, which is kind of weird because you'd think he was built for it, so he could just like follow Master's commands, but he doesn't ever remember a time he wasn't paid to do it. So he was on a recent mission, I guess, and he kind of found himself questioning the whole thing. So he's kind of trying, may or may not be trying to find a way out of the life. And he was doing some recon mission on a recent contract job, and he found himself somehow mysteriously in possession of an invitation to a college he had never heard of before. So he decided to abandon his contract mission completely and disappear, quote unquote, to this college because it might be able to give him a fresh start, or maybe more sinister. We'll find out next time on.
Introduces himself to his classmates like, I am Murder McKills a lot.
Beep boop.
Alrighty. Seeing as, well, let's, what has, Sheena been doing, and how does she receive her letter?
Alrighty. Sheena has been part of a mage family that has been a mage family for generations, and her mother died when she was very young, just a plague that swept through the area. Her and her father made it through, but mommy didn't, so that sucks. Well, her father is working as a mage, working on new magics, when the Demon War broke out, when Sheena was just a little girl. The Demon War was brought to an end 15 years ago, when her father, or at least as far as she knows, her father helped develop special magics that helped bring that war to its end. But not long thereafter, Sheena's father was killed in the night by an assassin. Sheena believes this was the work of one of the former mage, or at least one of the Mage Association members that her father worked for, believing that whatever it was he was working on was so top secret that they could not risk it being leaked to the general public. And so, reading over her father's notes, practicing herself in the art of magic, even selling her soul to the elemental spirits of the elemental planes, because where else would elemental spirits be? To harness her powers in the manner of a warlock. That sounded stupid. But anyway, she's been practicing magic all these years, and has reached a point where her father's notes have come to their end. She cannot advance any further, and that is when she hears of a certain academy where adventurers go to train their skills, to hone their craft, to increase their power. Because Sheena longs one day to get revenge on the cowards who took her father's life, she gladly sent in an application to this strange university. Of course, there was a examination that she had to pass first. She wasn't quite so fortunate as Hammer, who just simply received an invitation. Sheena had to pass a test, but that test was passed with flying colors. So now, Sheena heads towards this new chapter in her life, to amass more magical power, to gather allies, to track down her father's killer.
To become a master at Quidditch.
Well, that comes later, but to avenge her father's death, to gather allies for her vengeance, and learn the truth of what happened all those years ago, once and for all.
And cut.
And then she had to pee real bad, so she went to pee, and then now she's headed on her way to the new chapter in her life.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And then she got kind of hungry, so she kind of stopped somewhere at like a local tavern for a sandwich, and then on she went.
Alrighty, we get the point. Alrighty, who wants to be next? Chris, Ben, it is time for you to fight it out and see who's next.
All right, dance off.
Thumb war.
What?
Dance off.
They need to have a thumb war.
So,
Well, let's see. Pixie's thumbs are really small, but he's on fire.
goblin thumbs are pretty small too.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I guess I'll go then. My character is, as I said before, his name is Dweon. And Dweon might be a little bit younger than some of the other people here in the group. But he got his invite in a different way. He was raised actually by humans. He was found.
Dun dun dun. Oh wait, sorry.
Yes, I know exactly. Yeah, he was actually found. His mother always told him he was found in a floating basket of like reed basket floating down the river, and she found him. But in reality, he found out later from his dad that he was actually found by his mom and dad, his adoptive mom and dad, probably in a goblin caravan or a goblin village that had been destroyed, and they found this little green bundle of, well, I can't say joy because he is a goblin. But they didn't have any children of their own. They could not have children of their own, so they raised Dweon as their son, and they love him dearly. And they are I'm going to say arcanists by trade. They're very knowledgeable in arcana and alchemists, and so they raised Dweon to be a alchemist, and he had an affinity towards artificing. No, not so much. Well, he learned a little bit about fire, but he knows more about like capturing things into these little spherical glass spherical vials.
Wait.
Are you trying to imply that he's a Pokemon master?
Yeah, I was about to say that.
What?
I was about to say that.
I'm not allowed to say that.
Dr. Dweon MD is a Pokemon master?
Pokemon master? I don't know what this Pokemon is you talk of. I'm a goblin, and there's no Pokemon.
Anyway, so continue on.
So anyway, so he was raised as a human. Throughout, he had a little bit of problems though, being a goblin and adjusting to human life. Always a balance between trying to do the good thing and then doing the goblin thing. So he got in a little bit of trouble, maybe with some of the bullies around town. He was a little bit of an outcast, even though he was raised, in a respectful home. And so his dad, who wanted to try to get him into a place of learning away from the small town that they were in, found a brochure for this school. And on the brochure, it looks very nice. It looks very safe. It looks like a place of higher learning where Dweon can learn how to find the hero inside of himself, just like it says on the front of the brochure. So his mom and dad sent him off to this school and to discover the hero within himself. So that's why he found himself at the school. And so now Dweon is mixed up with this strange group of other people.
Or will be very soon.
And he's not quite sure what to make of this whole school thing. He's kind of interested in it, excited to kind of be on his own a little bit. But he's been spoiled a little bit as a child by his parents. So he might expect a little too much out of this place. I don't know. We'll see. But that's Dweon in a nutshell.
I've heard of this school thing, but I've never been to one.
Dweon's actually he's very intelligent, but he might not have a lot of street smarts.
Alrighty. Anything else about Dweon?
He's a goblin. Did I mention he's a goblin?
Dun dun
I
dun.
think so. I think you mentioned that once or twice, a minute, during
He's a goblin.
your whole thing.
He's green.
Yes, he's green.
He's
Picks his nose
what?
a lot.
Wait. Just back up. He's green.
Hey, dude, it's not easy being green.
Not a
Oh,
single
I don't know about that. We can't be friends, Dweon.
20 D20s and not a single crit. Sad.
Yeah, but not a single one either. So
True. No crits, but no crit misses.
my rolls have been moderate at best today. I was in earlier this morning testing my macros and.
I have noticed all
Yeah.
all the macros. Alrighty. And now we have Ben. What is Snappy like?
Yes. All right. So Ignis Snapdragon, also called Snappy by most people. He is a small person, a pixie. He's 10 inches tall. So, yeah. He's spent most of his life in a religious establishment. He was seeking somewhere to train and found this large facility where Corlon and Melora followers have their own sections where they train, and then they also collaborate together. And he's been passed around between the two groups. It may or may not have something to do with, sneaking stuff into people's rooms, dyeing hair colors,
Sneaking stuff out of people's rooms.
Yeah. Taking stuff out, He just likes to have fun. That said...
Isn't that what Charles Manson once said?
Maybe. So he is a very Bishonen character. He's got long blonde hair. He's got the pixie dust around him all the time so that he looks like he's got sparkles. He is just beautiful little pixie.
Yep.
He is, I guess it's been mentioned several times, he's prone to catching fire. That was part of his monkish training.
So he's a flaming Bishonen.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now he has, for the most part in his monthly training, been using a vow of silence. It's not all the time, but most of his years, which he's 49 now, he hasn't talked. Probably the main time he's talked is when he's been called in to the head of each section, their office, to talk about whatever hijinks he has recently done.
Yep.
Now, it has come to the point that the two groups are a little tired of the hijinks and have decided that they heard about a school where they can send him. He has, after all, learned plenty of monkish ability, but since he's been inside these temples basically for so long, he needs to learn some outside skills along with being out of their hair.
Yep. And that's especially good since they don't have much. Neither of those.
Not to mention they needed to send him to a place where he can finally learn to use his inside voice.
Of course, though, they had a lot of hair once. Then Snappy happened.
Yeah.
Just like the principal of Highland High.
Snappy tries to get out of things, talk his way out, be pretty, but you can only, cut hair, dye hair, put signs on people so many times.
Shave them.
Oh yes. And since he's so little, he can easily shave somebody, make little designs.
Yeah. Yes. one too many jokes have happened.
Yep.
So, anyway, your characters have all been told to go. Basically, in your instructions, you're supposed to locate the nearest caravan that will head in the directions of your new school, Swine Dimples Academy of Adventurers. And you've all ended up in near the same one.
Boy, isn't that coincidental?
So how big is this caravan?
It is, well, there's a cart. There's a dwarf. The cart has a dwarf in it and has a horse-like creature drawing it. Actually, it has a horse. It's most definitely a horse. No, really. That is it. It's definitely a horse.
So you say.
And it's definitely not anything else. And it's being the caravan actually appears to be mostly for luggage and stuff. Though there is a very ill-looking dwarf riding it, as well as well, actually, there isn't really anybody, that you can see actually, driving it.
Probably one of my slave brethren.
Actually,
That
no.
you
There is
human folk-
nobody at the reins. Absolutely nobody.
Wait, is that like something we should be taking care of, or are we not concerned about that? Like,
Well,
is it just
apparently
doing its own thing, or?
It seems so. Seems like,
It probably doesn't perturb either me or Dweon, because it's like, oh, magic. Okay.
yeah. Yeah, even Snappy would have at least heard, yeah, there's like some kind of magic for invisible stuff. Invisible, like, servants and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's probably
Hammer-
dust or something.
Hammer, not so certain. He may have or may not have. You.
Well, with my -2 to Arcana, I'm gonna say I know -2 amount on anything magic. So
Well, you've never heard of this, at least, kind of magic. You've heard of thing make big boom, thing make small boom, thing fix thing. Yeah, spell thing fix thing, and that's about
So
it.
we're all in the cart, or are we walking behind it?
Well, the cart is most of the cart will be taken up by your luggage, anything, you have luggage to take along, I'm assuming. Some form of clothing and other stuff set up, and other transport systems.
I'm wearing everything I need
Yeah.
because I'm a robot. I don't need food. I don't need clothes really. Got all my
so
weapons
you're
on me.
Basically,
So.
you've got everything you need, and can pretty much carry it. But the
Yeah,
others
because
might want to have.
Got my
Inside
staff,
me-
I got my leather
Inside
armor,
me
and I
is like
got
a
my
little
sandwich.
compartment for
Jared, you're very quiet.
like Jared. Yeah, I can't hear you, Jared, at all,
Jared is
Jared.
very quiet. He's also talking over people or under people.
I was just gonna say, I have like a little section inside my abdomen where I can put all my gold, so I don't have to lug around a chest with me or anything.
Alrighty. So as you're, you can.
But I was just saying that I got everything I need. I got my stick, I got my armor, and I got my sandwich.
So
Fair enough.
there's a dwarf in. So as I said, there's a dwarf in the cart, in the back of the cart, actually, away from where. So he's definitely not the one what's driving the cart.
Good lord, I hope not. Dwarves are always drunk.
He does not appear to be drunk. He does appear to be very sick.
He's a dwarf. He's drunk.
Jesus.
Yes. But apart from being drunk, he also looks very sick.
So he's been
Because
with
he's
us the whole time?
Well, he was there when he was in the cart when the cart was basically arrived to pick you up. Or to pick up your gear. And equipment and stuff. And for the most part, there is room that you could, take a break for a while and sit in the cart if you want. But there's only really room for one other person at a time. So you basically have to take turns, at least those of you who... Well, actually, technically, Snappy could sit pretty much anywhere. Since he's so small.
No, Snappy needs to take a whole seat.
Well, I
I
mean, the
have to pay for the whole
space
set.
obviously is a small space, about the right size for a kind of out of shape little goblin. So
Yeah, basically, Snappy and one other can take a little break.
Yeah, that's
I
classy.
sit on
Take the
Snappy.
seat and let the woman walk.
Yeah, well,
Dweon has no problem with that.
Dweon is not chivalrous. He's not a paladin.
Hammer is just trudging along next to the cart.
There's a notification in the corner of the screen. Sheena will remember that.
Well, I mean, Snappy could always just go hop on Hammer's head and ride the top of his head.
I know. Are you going to trust this metal guy you just met?
That's a nasty looking hammer, too. What is that reddish brown stuff dried on it?
Don't ask questions.
You won't like the answers, assuming you get them.
So Andrew, okay, so Dweon,
The truth is that Hammer's most recent job was working at a meat packing plant. He was the one who tenderized the tenderloins.
yum.
That's why he
So
was
Andrew-
like... That's why he's like, screw this, I'm going adventuring.
Alrighty. Chris, what were you saying?
So Dweon's sitting in the cart as much as possible. Because he has been, like I said, he's not in the best of shape for a goblin. He's not very slender, or he's not like sinewy like most goblins would be. He's obviously lived a life not a life of luxury, but a life of plenty, at least for a goblin.
Yeah, pretty good one.
So he's sitting in the cart. Is he sitting right next to this dwarf then?
Well, actually, let's put you on another map.
Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Oh.
The brown spot is the cart because I could not find a cart-shaped token in time. So yeah, basically your walk. So yeah, I'd already copied over.
Is he Is
He's
Tordal
conscious, but
Steinbanker?
yeah,
Okay.
he appears to be conscious. He has been talking occasionally, mostly like, "Hand me another pillow," or
Is he? Hey,
Stop the
Tordal, I don't get. Hey, dwarf, what are you doing on this cart?
On my way back to work.
Do you work at the college?
Yeah. Yes, I'm a teacher there. Yes.
Are we back to you, Andrew? Is this slowing us down by any chance?
Not really. No. It appears that your travelers are going well, and
Okay.
by the
Well,
way,
I'm gonna
flying's
make the
not
statement.
good.
I'm gonna make the statement that if he slows down our travels at all, I'm gonna throw him off the cart. Can I? Is that okay with everyone?
He's not really slowing you down. Not really slowing you down.
Okay, well, yeah, but like if it turns into like oh quick, we need to lose some weight on this cart, I'm gonna throw him off.
Okay. Yeah.
So Dweon is sitting on the cart next to him, but he's like off to the side as far as he can get away from this dwarf. Can I make
He was
a?
just
Can I
recently
make
thrown
a?
up over the side.
Yeah, could I make a? Just I'm kind of looking at him. I'm not really talking to him. Could Dweon make a heal check just to see if he had or some sort of knowledge check to see if he knows what kind of sickness this dwarf might be having or anything like that?
Sure, go ahead.
What
Give
would
it a try.
what kind of check would you like me to make there, Andrew?
Heal, like you said.
Heal? Okay.
Basically, you're using your knowledge of healing and stuff to try to figure out what happened to him.
So that's my heal. As I got a +8 in my heal, so
Alrighty.
there we go.
First roll.
I rolled 13. 5 plus 8 is 13.
Yeah.
So can I recognize anything with a roll of 13? Just from observing.
He's either dying of cancer or has an upset stomach.
All right. Well, I'm going to say something in between. Male erectile dysfunction.
As opposed to female erectile dysfunction?
Well, yeah.
We do have a changeling in there.
I don't think that's a medically diagnosed thing yet.
I mean, wait, that is what a changeling is, right? Am I on the right track?
What? It's just a transsexual? That's what you think a changeling is?
I'm confused. Isn't that? I mean,
I guess Dweon doesn't get out much.
No, Dweon does not get out much.
I'm gonna say Dweon doesn't get out much. Let's just leave it there. Not Christopher.
Alrighty.
Though if we must make that implication.
So, I love that we're traveling right into a bunch of boulders right in front of us here. This horse is the worst. And apparently a land.
Well, it is a unicorn, so it can just fly over those boulders.
What about the rest of the cart?
It's a magical cart.
Okay, what about the people inside the car? What about us on the sides?
It's actually a carpet. It's actually a flying carpet that the horse is pulling.
Okay, back to a little bit of tactics here. What do we got? We have at least one striker and one. I don't even know what I'm technically. Am I elite? Is that a leader? I guess fighter is a. I don't know.
No.
A fighter is a defender.
Oh yeah,
defender more.
Do we have any leaders?
We have a goblin leader.
Yeah, me.
Okay, do we have any real leaders?
Well, no. I mean, don't worry, you won't die much. Well, I can't promise anything.
Controller.
No, we don't have a controller per se, right? Sheena, you're more of a strikery type warlock.
Well, warlocks are just strikers in general.
Except for binder warlocks.
Yeah.
But binder warlocks suck, so.
Oh, burn to whoever you're talking about.
I know. Heaven forbid you pick a role that sucked.
No, it's not just that. It's not because controllers suck. It's just that binders suck.
Hey, my PS4 controller is pretty good. Okay, leave it alone. Get it, controller? Guys, I made a goof.
Wait, no. I will not fake it. I must bring out the real deal. Where is it?
Why is my name still MC Hammer? I've changed it 17 times in this game.
On the other one, yeah. I
Oh,
moved
okay.
it before you
there-
did that. Moved the token.
Your
before.
name's not MC Hammer?
No,
Oh.
I changed it.
Oh.
It was a little too much.
Wait.
Jesus.
You being too much? I really don't think I've even seen that yet.
Alrighty.
Yay,
So-
snap judgments.
So, as you're traveling, you come across something. After, of course, talking with doing all your stuff you're doing, suddenly,
A skeleton popped out.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Skeletons send shivers down your spine.
Sure. As let's see, an arrow goes flying towards you
Ooh!
and lodges itself firmly right about there. Yes, a 1 happened.
Oh, nice.
Dweon screams.
Dweon's in the cart. I don't think he'd see it. Or is it an open cart? I was imagining more of those like stagecoaches you'd see in the old timey days.
Oh, like a covered wagon?
Yeah.
It's not exactly covered. At least not at the moment. There's something that could cover it later on, but right now it's not up.
Okay. So Dweon screams.
I smack him.
And initiative.
Wait, who am I
Bam.
rolling initiative against? Hammer or these guys?
You'll find out.
My initiative is poopy.
Ooh.
Unless I roll pretty well.
Mine. You guys. I
Yeah,
hope they're
that's
still
tough.
alive by the time you guys get a chance to hit them.
Yeah. Snappy rolled a 2, so he has a 7.
Okay.
Ouch.
Alrighty, let's organize these things.
Sheena rolled an 11, but her bonus is only +2, so she has a 13 initiative.
Dweon was too busy screaming, so he rolled a 9 plus a 2 is 11.
Alrighty. As you're heading into what appears to be a more wide area, clearing, suddenly there are things around. What these things
You're being
are?
attacked by ninjas.
These things are small, kind of reptile-y type things. Though they stand upright, they have tails. Seem vaguely humanoid, but very lizard and reptile-like.
Orcs!
Kermit.
What were those things from the Journey to the Center of the Earth? No, not that one. The old TV show.
I don't know.
You know the old TV show, the Lost Planet or whatever it's called, Hidden Planet, or
Don't know.
back in that day. Oh well.
Well,
They remade it with Will Ferrell. What was that movie?
Oh, yeah, I never saw that. So, Andrew, what's happening?
A group of little lizardy things are starting to approach you. One
Do they
of
look
them,
threatening?
well, all of these have very
Flea stabs.
nasty looking, daggers.
Quick,
Several-
make a tetanus check.
Well,
I don't have blood, so I'm okay.
And one of them decides he's going to approach the Metal Man and actually try and do something to him.
It's gonna reach into your pocket for your wallet.
He's going to try and stab you in the wallet. And fail, probably.
Ha ha ha,
Yeah.
puny fleshling. This unit has no wallet.
Well, the problem is now I can't go and attack the other guys.
And it is Hammer's turn.
Mm,
You can just say screw that guy and walk by him.
yeah,
You want
but I'm just gonna kill him. Well, I guess
to,
not.
or not. Hammer time. It is not, in fact, Hammer time.
Nope. Oh, I tried, guys. Have fun. You're all gonna die. I'm gonna wait. Let me shift one. I'm gonna shift over here. Just
Okay. And that's your turn?
yeah. I'm done now. Sorry.
Alrighty, making sure. Alrighty. Alright.
Oh, before we begin, or I guess before I get going, I need to find out what my elemental affinity for today is, or at least for now.
Go for it.
Right now, I am, crackling with lightning energy.
Alright.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be on your turn though?
No, that's just after any rest, you roll that thing up, and if I do psychic force, poison, or necrotic damage, I can replace it with the type I get, and I got lightning.
Alright. Kobold is going to do his shifty attack. He makes a shifty strike attack and a shifty throw. As part of his shifty strike, he can shift one. And then he'll try and stab you.
Stab.
Or not.
Whoa, whoa, he stabs himself.
Everyone sucks today.
As part of his shifty throw, he can shift away. And then he'll try and throw a knife at you. Please.
He can't. Whoa. Hey, back up.
Yeah?
Oh wait, no, he shifted. That's not an
Yeah,
opportunity
he's
attack.
not marked by you. He still misses. Okay, Dicebot. We know you hate me. And all of us.
Yes.
We're just gonna be whiffing at each other for about the next 2 hours, and then the,
Hey, guys,
the
just-
kobolds are like, "This isn't working. Run!"
Stack them up on me, guys. This is gonna be
Alrighty.
fun.
And it's Sheena's turn, actually.
Alrighty. So Sheena notices from over this carriage that some kobolds are attacking, and she saw that this guy
He does not
looks
know
like,
what... Actually, make me a knowledge check and see if he actually knows these to be that.
Huh. What kind of creatures are kobolds? Like, what kind of check would that be?
Natural, I
Nature.
think, is nature.
Yeah.
The other things are flea stacks, by the way, guys.
What?
Flea stacks from Land of the Lost.
Land behind, center of the earth, or whatever.
Yeah, Land of the Lost. That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah,
That's
that's it.
13 in a nature check.
Baby Dragonborn? Maybe?
Or at least some really crappy dragonborn.
Yeah, you're not quite sure exactly what they are.
Yeah, kobolds tend not to appear in polite society. Or in the case of a certain mage association coward, impolite society.
Of course.
Wait, are you talking about me?
No, we're not a mage society.
That you know
Alright.
of.
So, Shifter 2 here is the closest enemy to me, so I shall place my Warlock's Curse on him.
Wait, I'm confused. Because on my screen, he shows right here.
He shifted a while.
So he's
Might
back
have-
here now?
You might need to update your, refresh your
Yeah,
screen
I just... Okay, so he's back where Jared pinged. Okay.
here. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Alrighty. So now that Shifter 2 has been marked by me, I'm going to throw an encounter power at his face. At his
Ow.
stupid, ugly, semi-dragon-y face.
Okay.
It is a power called Grasp of the Iron Tower.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
As she extends her staff, like a large hand made of like crackling ethereal energy, reaches out towards him and attempts to grab him for a 20
Holy
versus
shit.
fortitude.
Fuck.
You actually hit him.
Oh, righty.
Does that include
I
your
got it.
curse damage?
All right, curse damage. So I rolled 25 as a ghetto crit for my damage, plus 3 for my Warlock's Curse, for a total of 28 damage.
Ghetto crit?
Yeah, when you
It's-
get
it's
roll
a-
max damage on a non-crit attack.
Hmm.
It's kind of a thing there.
Oh,
Okay.
righty. The effect of my Grasp of the Iron Tower is that this hand squeezes the target, and the target cannot willingly move closer to me until the end of my next turn.
Oh, great. So he can't shift towards me and give me 2 targets to attack?
he can shift laterally towards you, but
I
any
guess he can
further
shift there,
distance
yeah.
up this direction, he cannot perform, because that would be closer to me.
Fair enough.
Alrighty, this thing appears to be bleeding quite profusely from... What kind of damage does that do?
It is non-elemental damage. It is marked literally just as arcane implement.
So basically you blast him with magic and
It's just
tear
it's just
a
a,
hole in him.
it's just sort of an ethereal hand that reaches out and just crunches him.
So
like
you
several
reach
ribs have
out
been
and touch him. Alrighty. Anything else?
Well, if by touch you mean squeeze the life out of.
Hey, wait 1 second. Chris, can you turn your speakers down a bit?
My speakers.
Yes.
Yeah, we're
We're
getting
echoing
feedback
a bit.
from you.
Sometimes. It's causing feedback through the thing.
Or bring your mic, point your mic away from the speakers. Something like that.
Yeah, I'm not really using a mic. I'm just using the mic in my computer here.
Yeah, which...
Yeah, then you're probably going to have to just turn down your speakers
Yeah,
a bit.
Just turn down
Or
my
use,
speakers.
If you use headphones, that would be great, just because you'll still be able to speak through the microphone, but then we wouldn't get the output of the headphones. You know what I mean?
Let's see.
Oh,
Hang on a
what was the
second.
boss's name from Office Space? Because now all I can think of him is like, yeah, if you could get some headphones, it'd be great.
Alright.
We're gonna need you to come in on Saturday.
I
Anything
have some
else, Sheena?
Bluetooth I can get, but
Anything else Sheena's doing?
Alright. All right, that is all. That is everything Sheena can do. She moved, she cursed a guy, and crushed his ribcage into powder.
Alright, 1, 2. Another group of these little reptile things walk around.
Sleeve stacked.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's one.
Oh, yeah. Give me 2 targets to hit next time. Yeah.
5, 6. Boom!
Boom! He steps on the landmine.
It misses him. And he takes
Ah.
Curses. Stupid Vietnamese landmines. I should have known they wouldn't work.
Alright, the one that has walked up the hammer.
Oh,
Hits
shit.
you for 5 damage.
Oh, no. 5 damage.
5 for a crit?
Oh,
then-
no! Quick, Hammer! Use your bloodline technique!
No. These are not very strong creatures. Apparently. Alright. Dweon, it is your turn.
okay. Are my speakers any better now? Just
Much better.
Yeah.
And
So
it was
far.
more
Okay.
when somebody else was talking. Oh, damn, it's still
Yeah.
when somebody
All
else
right.
is talking, not when you are.
okay. That's fine. So as a free action, I'm gonna peek over the side of the carriage that I'm in. I see all this action happening. I turn towards the dwarf that's laying there on the thing next to me, and Dweon says, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! We're gonna get attacked!" Hey, can you help us at all here, buddy?
And he says, and he appears
Well,
to
he
be
looks.
sleeping on it. Sleeping.
Well, he looks a little greener than even I do right now, so he's going to take that as a no.
He is a very different shade of green from yours. Yes.
Would you say he's even a lighter shade of pale?
We're not even going to get any help out of him. Okay, so let me think here. So, okay, I got a question for you also. The front of the cart right here.
Yes.
You said it's full of stuff. Can I make my way over there?
Well, it's more that this part here is filled with stuff. Up here is what appears to be a part of a bench with no one on it.
Okay, so could I...
Like a bench at the front. Yeah. Yes, you can.
All right, so could I make my way right to that point right there?
Yep, you can get there quite easily.
All right, so I do that.
Oh, you could right in there.
I move right there as my move action. As my minor action, I'm going to use my... As a minor action, I'm going to use my daily. It's a touch. I'm going to whip out this little brown green grease stick that out of one of my pockets.
Oh,
I'm going to reach out.
I
am. I'm going to reach out from the cart
and right-click me on the back of Hammer.
I'm going to draw this symbol that kind of looks like a stylized flame. Probably like right on the back of his head, because I'm probably kind of close to that.
It's about the right height for you.
Right, so I draw this stylized flame in a circle on the back of his head, chant a little something, and then all of a sudden, Hammer, you feel your armor around you just... you don't feel like hot, but you can see that there's flames starting to just light your armor, or kind of.
Well, as a robot, I wouldn't feel hot anyway. So
exactly.
I know this seems really suspicious, but I promise you, this is not a penis.
And the first face palm of the Pawbest.
All right, so that is my minor, and as a standard action, I'm going to activate the Flame Burst armor that I just cast on Hammer. So basically what this does is it's a burst 1 centered on the ally of your target, and you can use this power once per turn, and it affects every enemy in the burst. The effect, secondary target, takes fire damage equal to 5 plus your implement's enhancement bonus and is marked by the primary target until the end of your next turn. So
wait, so they're marked by me?
Yes.
Oh, well, I mean, not in this case, it doesn't matter, but...
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, sweet.
So this ball of flame erupts around you and knocks out those two guys. So that's my standard, minor, and movement. Can I see this guy down here? Is he like...
Right. Okay. No,
can I see that guy?
He's kind of hidden behind some bushes.
So I can't see him yet?
Not at the moment. Not unless you make a perception check that can,
Can I make a free perception check to see if I can see him?
Go ahead.
All right. All right, so my perception is actually fairly good. That's also a +8. 26.
Nice.
26. Yeah, there's movement there. You see what a little bit of shiny stuff at one point, something that might be something reptilian there. There's something definitely
George
there.
W. Bush?
There's something definitely there.
Definitely there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to spend an action point and shoot at that thing in the bushes. This is my encounter spell. It's called Drain Speed.
You're blowing everything right away.
Yeah, why not?
I think the rest of his turns are going to be getting me next to targets and exploding me. So.
No, you got
I
to
can
move
see
yourself.
that as being a very effective
Yeah.
tactic, yes.
So he's going to he reaches down into his other pocket, pulls out this this little like egg-shaped orb. It's kind of glowing, let's say orange, I don't know, and he launches it at the bushes down here at this thing. It's range 10, and it is 1d
Know where
20
he is,
plus 3, and that is not a hit.
Okay. If that had been
So-
a natural one, you'd probably have dropped it right there on either Hammer or Snappy. As such, it goes about here-ish. Just kind
It just bursts.
of bursts.
That's sad.
Well,
Okay.
Well,
I guess we know why you need training.
alrighty. And it is
And-
Snappy's turn.
Finally. All right.
Yeah, surprisingly, Snappy is not the last.
After I rolled my
Something
2.
else rolled a 1.
Okay. Snappy. Finally, my turn. As he lights.
That was a
As he-
surprisingly deep voice for a fairy.
Do you say that out loud?
Is that insulting to call him a fairy when he's a pixie? Is that
Well,
like
he's not
racist
a
or something?
pixie. Whatever. You guys.
No, I'm serious. If you call somebody if you call a pixie a fairy, I don't know.
Aren't they
Oh,
literally
what?
the
So
same
us
thing?
Pixies and fairies just look the
Nope.
same to you,
They're
huh?
different kinds of things.
Oh wait, there are fairies in this game too? I didn't know. Okay.
There are.
Yeah, they're just not a PC race, really.
Oh, I see how it works. They all look alike to you. I know.
All Fae look alike
I'm a
to
robot.
you.
I'm a robot. You all are meat bags.
Okay. So anyway, Snappy,
Okay.
what are you gonna do?
So, Snappy has decided to go all ablaze and. Man, they moved around, so it changes my plan. He is going to. Yeah, I'm going to do this. All right, so he's lit himself on fire, and he is going to move forward in his blistering flourish. Well, I
Whoa,
can
lit
move my
himself on
full
fire.
speed.
Is he staging a demonstration?
He's taking a straight line, so 3, 4, 5. So he's flown right through 2 of the lizards and landed next to a third one.
Okay, so he's basically flying over their heads. They are fairly short. They probably can't. Yeah, you could get just out of their reach, pretty much.
All right. Well, they're allowed to take opportunity attacks on that. I didn't fly high
Well,
in
not
terms
if
of
you fly over them.
mechanic.
True. Well, at least this one could possibly get you while you're coming back down.
Okay.
So,
Why don't
it'll
you go
at least
ahead and do
try
that
swing
one?
at you and probably miss with a 13 total
That's AC.
versus AC.
He missed.
Oh.
Darn. Okay.
Wait.
You want to be hit?
Blistering Flourish. You move up to your speed. Enemies that hit you with opportunity attacks take
Wow.
fire damage equal to total of 5.
Oh, okay.
I
So
see
he was
what you were
purposefully
doing.
trying to get hit,
That is genius.
I see.
and it didn't work.
Oh well.
So
Wait, what
now
path did you take? Because you could have
Your
taken.
next or
Did you
something?
take that path?
I went straight through from where I was. So that's where I was saying I passed 2 of them.
Because if you took that path, you would have at least 4 opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
But anyway,
No,
Oh, well.
at the very least, you're still learning your characters. and what
Oh,
to do.
All
punish
right.
me, kobolds, punish me.
So, oh gosh. So this sparkly, pretty monk will turn to the one he ran up to and attempt to pummel him with fiery punches of the blistering flourish. And 18 versus reflex.
Alrighty. The kobold! The kobold! The kobold is on fire! And
Yes.
Nice.
dead now.
Okay. And until the end of my next turn, my melee attacks deal +3 fire damage.
Nice. Burn everything.
Burn.
Alrighty. Anything else you can do?
No,
Want to do?
nothing
Alrighty.
else.
This dude here is going to go. He has seen a small fire thing fly at one of his allies. Yeah.
He's also seen a robot explode into flames too.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
Is he going to deal with the big thing that's on fire or the tiny thing that's on fire? The tiny thing that's on fire can be put out with a rug.
Or a knife.
I put out a lot of
Knives
things
put
with
out
knives.
Knives put out living things that are on fire too. Kinda, sorta. Alrighty. He is going to try and stab Snappy with a shifty.
Bring it.
Right. Bring it. Oh, it's
I'm
been
little. Can
rocked.
you really hit me? Oh,
Shit.
he critted on me.
Oh, it's been rocked,
Shit.
man. It's been rocked.
All right.
Crit for him deals 12 damage.
Sorry, can't help you.
Yeah, I got nothing on that one. All right, 12 damage.
Yep. And
he is bloodied.
Doesn't he get a second attack too, or?
No, only if he uses encounter thing. It lets him do 2.
Oh, I thought
And
he
decides not
used the
to.
same thing he used on me. Okay.
No, he's just using his normal stab. Not his stab and throw thing. Alrighty. And the last thing on the initiative list. The kobold, or the creature that has a big pack full of random stuff. Random vials of something or others. Yeah, he's gonna throw one of these things at Snappy. Let's find out what he throws.
Oh.
Holy what? Oh, it's an 8. That's fine.
He throws.
Throws a cold potion. It looks like.
Yes, he throws a cold potion.
For
he
8
kind of
versus.
throws it a little too high. It
Yeah.
kind of ends up around over here. It just kind of shatters and makes an icy patch there.
Yeah, not even close to hitting me.
Yeah, it basically he overcompensated for how flying.
He's trying to throw something at a flying creature who's about 1 foot tall or less.
Yeah, he basically made a bad decision.
Later, the kobold chemist would perfect his art and go home to create the icy hot patch.
Alrighty.
Boo.
Kobold group A is, well, one of them's gonna shift here. Another one's gonna walk over here.
Also, no one has noticed my artwork in the upper right-hand corner.
I totally did.
Snappy is thinking he made wrong decisions in this fight.
Yeah, the coward on Snappy is going to try and stab him with his stabby bit.
That
Yeah.
hits.
Yeah,
18
that'll
hits.
Andrew, I can't see. What did you roll?
I rolled a 11 plus 7 plus 2, actually, since the macro doesn't
Oh,
have it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that definitely hits.
So you take 5 damage. And the one on Hammer is going to
Miss.
probably miss. Which makes it Hammer's turn.
Okay, what do we want to do here, folks?
Snappy looks towards Dweon. It's like, quick! I need a sensu bean.
No,
I'm going to go ahead and
not that kind
I'm going to shift here,
of. Okay.
and then I am going to hack and hew. So I'm going to attack 2 characters, and if I hit on the first one, I get to attack the second character. So
Alright,
it's dependent on hitting the first one.
which is first?
I'm going to assume the cowards have less armor class. So I'm going to hit the coward A is foe 1 and shifter 2 is foe 2.
Alrighty. Let us see.
Well, I missed.
Yes, you missed. I think
God damn it, I haven't hit anything yet.
you rolled a 1. Yes, 1 tapping. But Coward A is now marked by your mark of marking. What do you want to use for your mark? Actually, let's just make it. Let's see if I got. Yes, let us make it the machine gun. Since you're a robot, more or less.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Oh well.
Nothing else you want to do?
Now, so that doesn't count as an attack on the second one because I didn't hit the first
You
one,
did
right?
not. Since the second attack was required the first to hit. Yes.
Okay.
That means Coward A. is
You
the only
can
one.
always blow an action point to try to attack Shifter too.
I could, but I don't want to.
Okay.
Why not? You some kind of chicken man? I thought you were a metal man, not a chicken man.
Because I don't want to end up in the position Snappy is right now. Where I'm going to have to go down there and pick him up.
Well, you better make sure you have your vacuum attachment, because you'll probably need it.
Yikes, he's calling you out.
I always use the
Okay.
vacuum arm anyway because all the other sub weapons just have energy, and monitoring energy is a pain in the butt.
Alrighty. Shifter 2 cannot shift closer to you, to Sheena. So, he is going to just try and stab Hammer. Because that's about all I can do. That, I think, for the first time.
Yeah, he hits.
Yes.
That's too bad.
Make sure. Yep. Alrighty. 11 damage. Yearly max.
Oh no, guys. I'm bloodied.
Oh
And
no!
as part of that, he gets to shift 1 square. Because he's a shifty little bugger. And he's gonna have to move action. Move a few squares. And then it's Sheena. He does not like the weird, pale woman who nearly killed him. Or the strange metal man who tried to as well.
Snappy, you resist fire damage, right?
Yes. Yes.
See, 1, 2, 7, 8.
Oh boy.
Well, unfortunately, you're going to be caught up in the crossfire. You'll get caught up and die.
Yeah, are you cursing something?
Oh yeah, true. I could curse something. Well, I guess I'll curse Coward B.
This Coward B?
Which one?
Yep, the one that's right here.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and centered here, I'm going to drop my another encounter power, Argent Rain. As Sheena notices that
Is that
her
even a word?
Argent, yeah, it's I don't really know what it means, but I think it has something to do with holy fire. But anyway, she notices that the guy she crushed the windpipe of is running away.
Or nearly
And so
did
she's
so.
like, and she's like, you can't escape. And so it drops the Argent Rain in between him,
Alrighty.
bunch of dudes, and Snappy.
Alright.
Alright, so these first 3 attack rolls will be against the actual enemies. Target 1 will be Shifter 2, Target 2 will be this coward, and Target 3 will be Shifter 1.
Alrighty.
It
And
means silver.
Them some poopy rolls.
Ouch.
3.
Yikes.
Well, Shifter 1 at least got a 15 versus his reflex.
3 does hit. 11.
Alrighty. So he will take 11 fire damage.
He has. And now we need to see if you hit Snappy.
Reflex.
Yep,
probably.
Yes.
You
Did
sure
you just
did.
kill Snappy?
11 fire.
11
You
fire
resist 5
damage,
hit.
and I have resist 5, so let me take a look. Yes,
Ooh.
Snappy is down.
Yikes.
Uh-oh.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well.
You'll live. And all Sheena has to say to this is, damn it, I missed. So she's gonna blow an action point and try to hit Shifter 2 with a chromatic bolt.
Oh boy.
This is one of
Please
her
do,
at-will
because-
abilities.
Alrighty.
So she fires a bolt. She's going to change it from being psychic damage to being lightning damage, which is her current affinity, for an 18 versus reflex against Shifter 2.
Alrighty. Do you want to kill him? Or bring him back to life?
I'm going to kill him, because screw him.
While you're doing lightning damage, it kind of can do that kind of thing sometimes.
Yeah, but also sometimes it can just fry your brain and turn it to jello.
Yeah. So we
He
have
wasn't-
Alrighty, and
He wasn't-
the effect of Chromatic Bolt is that one creature within 5 squares takes con modifier damage, which is 2 in this case, of the same type. So this coward will take 2 lightning damage.
Within 5
of the target.
of
Yep,
the target or you?
of the target.
Oh, okay.
Bzzzt. Bzzzt.
Good, that makes my life a little easier.
Alrighty. Let me check the wording on something here real quick. Okay, it's only one.
Come on. Come on, cowards. Come at me, bros.
Coward.
Bunch up
Oh,
right
right.
on me.
Alrighty.
Now, because a cursed target fell, where's the thing?
What did I just do?
Sheena gets the effect of her accursed affinity. Because a cursed target fell, she gets a benefit. The next enemy she places her Warlock's curse on becomes vulnerable 5 to whatever her elemental affinity is, which case it's lightning right now. And if
Well,
they're
don't
already
Don't
if they're
put your
already
curse
vulnerable
down
to the thing, then their vulnerability increases by 5.
Alrighty, first off, we'll get the one on Sheena. That will hit, probably. 5 damages.
And it hits, but not by a lot.
The 2 on Hammer. First one, 11.
Miss.
And natural 20 for 5 damage.
Dwayne, do me a solid right now.
Well, choices. I have somebody else that is down right now.
Yeah, but what I can do is if you free me up, I'm going down there next round.
Oh, standard action to boom.
Yeah, if you free me up and throw some healing on me, I'll go down there and pull him out of the damage.
Well, this
you know,
is
like
what
I'll-
I can. This is what I can do. As a standard action, I'm going to make your flame burst armor go off again.
Boom.
So I say my magical word, gobbledygook, and a burst of flame erupts around you, takes out all 3 of those cowards.
Boom.
That being said, I have a minor action. I can Oops, hang on 1 second. I jump out of the wagon. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's all I need to do.
You're in plenty of room.
Yep, I do. So I'm within 5 of Snappy. And I reach into one of my pockets and pull out this little green egg and toss it at him. It bursts on top of him. So this is a close burst 5, actually. Healing Infusion. The target regains hit points equal to its healing surge value plus 3.
Okay.
So, and you start from 0, so yeah.
So I am at 8.
So you are now at least awake.
Yes. But
Probably
prone.
prone, though. Yeah, I was going to say.
You're probably prone. You'd be prone, but you're awake.
So if you can get away from those guys, Snappy, for a little bit, I can heal up our tank and send him down next turn.
He's going to be choo-chooing right down your way, Snappy, so.
Choo-choo!
Guess who's next?
Snappy.
Snappy!
Oh, let me think about what I should do.
Oh, I forgot
Okay.
there was an effect to my Argent Rain. That zone that I centered it on, which it was centered here, I believe, is a fiery zone.
Yes, I remember that.
Let's see. The burst creates a zone and lasts till the start of my next turn. Any creature that enters the zone or ends its turn there takes 5, 10, or 50. Well, right now it's 5 fire damage. But you resist 5 fire, so you're fine. In
Yeah,
theory.
true.
So there. You don't have to worry about it, but they do. Alright. Snappy, continue your
Okay.
time.
Yeah, Snappy was expecting to do his death saving throw and not be healed up. So,
Punch a shifter, fiery flames of fire.
Hey, just real quick, Dweon, does that thing that you gave me gives me 5 resistance to fire, right? If I remember correctly from last time.
Oh yeah, the sigil, yeah.
Yeah, okay, because I'm gonna come down here and wreck shit in that square, so I'm hoping to draw them into it. So.
It's not going to last much longer.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's till
It's only a short-term fiery zone, too.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna last long. Sorry. Anyway.
So.
All right. So Snappy being prone is really messing this up.
Stand up, punch it with fire.
I guess so. There was one of my abilities. What was it?
You did
that one.
Last
yes.
turn you did the thing where you get 5 or extra fire damage.
Yes, I still have that. Yeah. All right. So Snappy stands up, turns to the shifter that he now hates. Burn.
Oh, I thought you meant our shifter that killed you.
Oh.
I was like, geez, that was a.
Oh,
we go.
That one shifter hurt me earlier.
That shifter, okay.
Yeah. And he will use Light the Fire, my encounter ability. Bright flames dance across your body, scorching enemies you strike and swirling around to immolate foes. So I light back up on fire immediately. And Light the Fire is a 17 versus reflex.
Sure.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that hits.
2d8 plus 5 fire damage plus my bonus 5 or 3. What was it?
It's 3.
3.
It was your charisma modifier.
3. Yeah. So that is 18 plus
21.
3, 21 damage. Fire damage.
21.
Nice.
Alright, 21. And that takes it from not bloody to
Nice.
Nice.
well, you smell a something reminiscent of bacon, possibly. Something
All
reminiscent of it, but not quite as tasty, not quite as pleasant.
All right, so the effect, I now have an aura 1 until the start of my next turn. Enemy
Enemy
take damage, but I don't have any enemies there.
I was gonna
And
say, now
just
that there's no enemies next to you, you can book it.
well,
Well,
I
you have to
used my
stand
move
up.
action to stand up.
But have you used your
Oh,
action point?
it's true.
I think you did.
I haven't. No.
Oh, okay. I thought you did.
Yeah,
That was just
Xenon
Sheena, I
did.
guess?
I think Sheena might have did well.
I could use my action point to book it, or I could use my action point to toss Hammer closer to the chemist.
True.
I thought you had to touch me for that.
No, it's like range 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You just throw a bag of cocaine at him and he goes leaping.
Yeah, he's just within range.
Can
Yeah.
I, real quick, can we do a check on see if the dwarf is still there?
Yeah, the dwarf's still there. He's just
Okay. I was just concerned that they, like,
he
kidnapped
appears to
him
be
while we
awake
were...
now, at least.
No, it's
Okay.
within the quiet moments of the chaos, you hear him snoring.
Nah,
Okay.
Yeah.
you hear him retching over the side of the cart now.
So he's not kidnapped. That was my big concern, was he was kidnapped while we were,
No.
fighting it.
It's just
who,
not
who,
very...
who would want to kidnap that?
Fair enough.
Yes, true.
I'm not kidnapping that. I'll need a new tunic.
So, are you
All right.
are you going to action point and send Hammer flying at the chemist, or not, or something else?
Yes.
Hey,
Hammer.
quick question.
What?
Yes,
Yes.
I appreciate that. Extended rest is the one. Is that the one where you get your dailies back and all that?
Yes, it's a
Yes.
long
Okay.
rest for 4 to 6
Yes.
hours, depending on what you are.
Okay, good. Yes,
So I'll
this is
turn
great. This is
Hammer.
good. Good news. Good news.
Here. And I'll grab a bunch of pixie dust and toss it like a baseball at Hammer, and he can now fly up to 6 squares as a free action.
Oh God, what's
Damn.
happening?
Flying robot! It's a Decepticon! Kill it!
And just because I can, if for some reason it comes up, I'll use Seraphald's Blessing, a minor action, to give myself an aura 2. And allies get resist 5. I'll say fire.
Okay,
Oh,
alrighty.
If there were enemies in there, they'd get vulnerable 5, but there aren't.
Sector 1's dead.
Wait, what are your options?
Chemist.
Well,
Because I already
Cold-
have resist 5 fire, and he does acid, poison, and cold damage as well. So
Right. You don't know that, really. You've only seen... Well, you know he does cold. You've never...
yeah,
Well,
we've seen he
that is-
does cold. Let's say it that way.
if that's true, if I've seen him do cold, then I can choose cold. That is
Yeah.
one of my options.
Yeah, and that... At least be smart to choose cold,
Alright.
so you know it's something
I'd-
you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have
Yeah.
both resistances as opposed to double one. So
Which doesn't
That's
really
true. All right, so we can retcon that. I did see him use cold damage, so
Alrighty,
Thank you.
Cold and
Cool.
fire resisting by hammer. Okay. You know what?
let's just call
Because
purple
I am
the
the
purple
hammer.
the cold
Hammer.
fire.
He's going to
Yes.
he's going to do a range attack in melee.
Yeah, is he though? Okay,
Oh yes,
so
he is.
okay, I got a question for you.
Yes.
I have 2 different things that are against opportunity attacks.
This is a normal type, not the special fighter one. Because he's not.
But you still
currently
get
marked.
you still get bonuses to hit with opportunity attacks.
Yeah, if you.
Well,
have-
no, well, the see,
Wait, no,
yeah, because I have an immediate interrupt, and I have combat agility, which gives me an attack on
oh, you have combat
opportunity
agility.
attack, and I have combat challenge, which is an immediate interrupt. And I know I have to take
This would-
one,
Well, this wouldn't be combat challenge because he's not marked by you. It would be combat agility.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
So, smack
So I
him.
have to wait until you're done. Okay.
Okay. He is going to just throw one of his concoctions at you, point blank. And a crit! A
Fuck.
crit, I say.
Oh, and we picked the wrong one, too.
13 acid damage, and you have a -2.
Well, I didn't have acid as an option anyway.
Oh, fair enough.
But at least, now you know acid is an
Did
option.
you say 13 damage?
Yes. Natural 20.
Oh,
One
gee,
D8
well, I'm
plus
down.
And you have a -2 to AC save ends, as it eats through parts of your armor that keeps it,
Ugh.
you know.
Well, it doesn't matter because I'm down. So,
Yep.
I didn't think it would be that bad.
And yeah.
Crap.
Yeah, that didn't work out too well.
Oh dear.
Alright. And the coward, or the chemist, is gonna dance a little jig. Because it's happy.
Yeah, he got lucky because I don't get the opportunity attack.
Alright, coward A is not alive anymore. Hammer. Technically, you can take 10, but just see if you actually, get high enough to, stand back up, or at least death save.
I'll take a 10. Can I?
Okay, yes, you can. You can take the
Yeah, you
10
can
or-
either roll or take 10.
Okay.
You take either result.
And I technically get. Do I get a saving throw against the ongoing damage? Well, that's not
Yeah,
damage. Never mind.
Yeah, you get saving throw against the AC penalty.
Okay.
Yes, it's
Yeah, well, I guess I can technically take that. That's not considered ongoing damage, right?
No,
No.
it's not really a deal damage.
But
Oh,
it's
I
You
see.
no
often.
longer
Save
have a
that.
penalty to AC.
And since I'm down, can I? Does that technically end your attack, Leon?
I don't know. I was just looking at that.
No, it's not a thing that ends if you're unconscious. It's just you've got a sigil on your neck. That done.
Yeah,
Ah,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
fair
what
enough.
it doesn't say anything about the target being alive.
yeah. Dweon can still do his can still make hammer explode
Okay, good.
if he wants to.
I'm done.
Alrighty.
So wait. So do you? Okay, so you failed your death save.
No,
No, I
succeeded,
got a
because
10 on it.
as a Warforged, you can take 10, or if it's better, the result of its death saving throw.
Oh, okay. So you're not dead right now.
He's
No.
dying technically, but not.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
you're still down. You're still down, but you're not dying.
You're not dead. He's
Yeah, I
dying, but
technically
not dead.
can't really die.
Basically, he's been
Well,
powered
okay.
down.
Power down. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you still can't function right now because I'm looking
No,
at the
I'm not.
I'm looking at the map and it's you still have like life in your bar, so I'm like a little confused about what's going
Oh,
on.
I just didn't take it out. The big X is what I'm going for, so
Okay. All right, gotcha.
Alrighty.
there, I'll
Sheena's
fix it
turn.
for you.
Sheena. has a
Sheena
bubble.
notices that the chemist is the bigger threat than this measly coward. She's seen like 30 of these things fall, so she's just gonna walk past it. Screw you.
It's gonna stab you,
It's gonna miss.
and it's gonna miss.
6. Alrighty. So I'm gonna place my
Isn't that
Warlock's
tech-
curse in this guy.
Alrighty, he's gonna take the. Yeah, using skull and crossbones for that.
Alrighty, and because of my curse of affinity, he's now vulnerable 5 to lightning.
Alrighty.
Guess what I'm gonna hit him with? The thing I can turn into lightning. Chromatic bolt.
Wow.
1.
Natural 1. This. Why does it seems like we either crit or critical miss for the most part. There's a lot of those going around.
I'd really love to kill this guy.
Oh, that's my turn.
The last coward bee
he's like, what? Did I just get blown off?
Yes, he's kind of like charging you for that. 22.
Ouch.
Now that hits.
Yeah, take your 5 damage and like it.
Ow. Quit it.
And it's Dweon's turn.
Okay. Well, I have 1 heal left. I'm going to. What was that? I didn't quite catch that. What was that?
Fire is equal, very yes.
Well,
Robot
all right, so
unfortunately,
this-
Hammer's just out of range, so he'll have to heal Snappy.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. No. So is this area still on fire in the square here?
Yeah, well, it's,
Oh, no,
it's-
that's gone. That's gone.
That's gone? Okay.
Let me get rid
That's
of
cool.
the-
All right. So, well, I do have. Let's see. So I'm gonna have to move to get into range. Oops. Let's go 1. Well, we'll just get away from everybody here, like this. And my move action is a minor action. I'm going to throw my last green egg over at Hammer. Healing Infusion. Take a Healing Surge +3.
Yay. Do.
All right. Nobody die again, please, because I'm out. And as my standard
Although
action,
he's still got a turn before I do, so.
I know, it's so sad. So I could either, let's see, has this chemist been hit at all,
Nope.
Andrew?
Not
He hasn't been
Nope,
hit at
he's
all.
not been harmed at all.
All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to
Cast. Lack of
cast.
fun.
Yeah,
You can explode my armor.
yeah, that would just do 5 points of damage. I'm going to try to do something to buff you up a little bit.
Okay, I didn't know what was more.
Hint. The chemist is vulnerable to lightning. Hint.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't have
but he does
anything that
fire
doesn't
damage.
buff them. I don't do anything about So what I can do is
Not even.
I reach in and I grab this. It looks like a little iron rod. I mean, it's only about like 3 inches long, out of my pocket, and I whip it at you, Hammer. And
Please don't whip your rod at me.
this is my thundering. This is my thundering armor attack. So
Oh,
this is what it
okay.
says. The primary target gains a +1 bonus to AC until the end of your next turn, and then I make an attack. So you have a +1. All right. Secondary target: 1 creature adjacent to the primary target in the burst. So of course I'm going to do the chemist here.
Got it.
So I attack. This is versus Fortitude. So hopefully he doesn't have a high Fortitude. And I roll. And that's not good.
Oh,
All right.
Not high
man.
enough.
And that's not, yeah. So 6. That's
Needs
not
twice
good.
that
So
at least.
this is just an at will. So at the very least, you have a +1 in your armor.
Yeah.
And that's all I can do. And Dweon's like, all right, guys, stop dying.
Do my best, boss.
Snappy.
All right. Snappy.
Does that thing end on your turn? Your
Both his
yeah.
auras are still active.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah. Hang on 1 second. It says the primary until the end of my next turn. So
okay.
Yeah, it's a temporary.
And then Snappy, yours. When do yours end?
My cold aura will end at the end of this turn.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and take that off.
So Snappy will go around the chemist so that he can get in flank position.
Alrighty.
Oh boy.
Yes.
And
And he will use Blistering Flourish. He'll
Alrighty.
start drawing little art on the chemist with his flaming fists.
So he's basically branding him
That's yes.
with his hand. Got it.
Yes.
The beautiful branding techniques of the Snapdragon family have been passed down for generations.
Yeah, that
Oh,
24
nice.
versus reflex.
Oh yeah, that hits by a lot.
So that is 8 damage, and until the end of my next turn, I do 3 fire damage bonus on my melee.
Alrighty.
And Flurry of Blows.
Smack.
Now that I've painted this little picture on him, I will start attacking him there as my little target. And Flurry of Blows is automatic hit.
And
The
you-
target takes 2 plus my charisma modifier, so 5 fire damage. Plus it's a melee attack, so it also gets my +3 I just received. So that's 8 fire damage. And Hammer, do you want me here for
Can you shift?
flanking? Yes.
Yeah. But see, the thing is quick question then. If I can push a target, well, I guess it doesn't. Can I push a target into his square because he's technically flying?
Technically, as long as it's going away from you, you push it into that square or that
Oh, okay.
square
Well,
if
then-
you wanted to. As long as it's pretty much going away, you can angle
Okay.
it a little bit.
Good. Okay, then you're fine, Snappy. Thank you.
You know what? I'll stay right here.
Yep.
Alright,
Alright.
one's down. The chemist. The chemist has realized it is bloodied. It is probably not gonna live very long. Has decided it's gonna go out with a bang, so to speak.
I should have shifted.
It is going to
Oh no.
it's going to make a range attack in melee.
It's gonna live long enough so that I can
Kill
fucking
it.
kill it.
Kill it!
However, Snappy does get to punch him.
Yes.
So, do you get? Is that an interrupt?
Snappy, most
Yeah.
Yes, it is not. It is a
And Hammer can just make a regular old opportunity attack if he wants instead of just waiting for him.
So
Yeah, but mine's not an interrupt.
you have your special one is not an interrupt. Your
Yeah,
regular
but I don't
one,
have him. I don't have him
everyone has a
marked
regular
either.
opportunity attack to punch something
Oh,
or
okay.
it does something.
Yeah.
Or
It's
Yeah.
just a melee basic attack, no frills.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So who wants
So
to
we
go
both
first?
did.
I would like to hit him at least once.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, Hammer, go for it.
And I don't. Whatever. I'm
Well,
done.
It's technically
I quit.
13 versus AC.
Oh yeah, it's
Yes.
13 versus AC, which doesn't
Because
hit.
we are
It's
flanking.
still not a hit.
Still doesn't hit. So
Alright,
So
Snappy.
Alright, Snappy, it's
after
up
he
to you.
sees Hammer take a swing, he will roll a
And he hits.
total of 22.
He hits. How much damage
And
does he do?
he rolled 6 damage plus my 3 fire damage, so 9.
you guys realize I haven't hit a single person this entire game.
Hey,
Alrighty.
Snappy.
The
Snappy.
kobold survives barely, and
Hey,
is going to.
Snappy. Snappy, do you want some fun
Hmm.
information?
What?
Flurry of Blows activates once per turn.
Yes.
It's not his
Once per
turn.
round. And I've already used it this round.
Wait, it's only once per round?
Yes.
That sucks.
Well, actually, it's only. Well, technically,
It's
there's part
it's
of it.
once
that
per
basically
his
says
turn.
It only. When he hits with an attack on his own turn.
Oh.
Yes, but
Well,
I
you
actually
guys are dead.
have.
See ya.
But I took a feat so that I can actually use Flurry of Blows on opportunity attacks.
Ah.
Oh,
But
that's
I
the
already
feat you
used
took.
it this turn.
Oh.
Alright, so. Chemist is actually going to throw his concoction at Dweon. He has noticed that
Oh,
there's a
thank
healer.
God.
Does an 11 hit
Well-
your reflex, Dweon?
It does not. Dweon very easily shifts to the side, sticks out his tongue, and does a little jig.
Sticks out his tongue, which sticks to the cold thing. Yep. Alrighty.
Okay.
Cards. And hammer.
I am pissed. Okay, first off, taking a minor action to use Warforged Resolve to give me 3 temp hit points and 3 regular hit points back.
Yay.
So I'm 14 and I got 3 temp hit points.
Got it.
Mark this up because I've got so many status effects on me. And he's sick of this shit. So he's going to pull out his daily attack. I'm going to throw a little bit of driving attack on this guy.
Alrighty.
Ah, and I fucking missed.
Oh,
13
miss.
versus AC.
You need to change your dice, dude.
13 misses. However, it misses for half damage.
Yeah, so he has 5 damage, and he's still pushed 1 square.
Alrighty. However,
Yay.
one last thing. You hit him so hard right
Quick,
in
push him,
his
push him.
patch.
Push him.
I did.
Push him.
I did. I pushed him over here. I pushed him away from me.
Alrighty. You
Unless I
smack
can push him
in
here.
The pack. Next.
Can I push him here? Is that technically fair?
No, that would be
No.
a slide.
No. So you smack
Okay.
him
I'm sorry, Snappy.
with your,
Can I shift away too before I get?
and you smack him right
Please.
in his backpack full of stuff. As he
Can I shift away
explodes
before he dies?
In a close burst 1. Doing a 13 versus Snappy's reflex.
Oh
Jeez. Oh.
no. Snappy has a 16 reflex, so no.
Yes,
Nice.
no, he is not affected.
Okay, and I'm gonna take an action point,
Yes.
and I'm gonna charge this guy.
Well, you're gonna walk up to him with your move action, or walk around.
Oh no, yeah, that's right. I didn't shift yet. Let me shift. I'm not gonna. Let me shift, then I'll action point,
Smack him
and
around.
then I'll hit him with. What's my? What do I want to do the most?
If you got an encounter, might as well use it.
I've
No, he
used
did
both.
attack.
I've
You
used
used
the only.
encounter earlier. First off. First turn.
Yeah, the only really
Does he have an
applicable
encounter
encounter.
power from a theme?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have. I had Hack and Hew I used earlier. I just used my Warforged Resolve. I have Vicious Assault, but that's
Not really.
only
useful for
it's
us.
a trigger attack, so I can't use that.
Well, he's a
really.
minion, so just smack him.
Smack him with a
Yeah, I'm just gonna
basic.
melee basic it. 24
That'll
versus
hit.
AC.
There you go.
Yeah, and I get 10 hit points.
You finally got your
Oh
10
god,
hit
it's
points.
a trigger attack. You've triggered me.
I mean, I technically trigger an attack, but I get to choose if I trigger that attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You choose when.
The
to
Vicious
trigger.
Assault. Yeah, I can choose to not trigger it
So.
because technically Sheena would be getting a WEP damage right now.
Alright, so. At this point, you hear a voice say, "Oh. You're not that, are you?" Are you yet? As
Sheena
you,
We're
just
still
looks back
alive,
and
I
says,
guess.
yeah.
My powers could be greater.
I'm gonna just march right up here. I mean, Hammer's kind of not interested in what he has to say, so he's gonna march right up there and power down for 4 hours.
I don't think
Alright.
it's gonna take that long to get there.
Yeah.
Andrew, can I search the chemist in particular, the body of the chemist? Being an alchemist, I'm looking for anything that I could possibly use as maybe a formula or anything I could
You can
maybe
search-
deconstruct.
you can go ahead and search what's left. Search the smoking crater. Go ahead.
All right, I searched the smoking crater.
You find smoke
And bits
Nothing?
of glass.
in a crater.
Well, Dweon being a goblin, he's going to search each and every one of these bodies for any little scrap of anything that he can possibly salvage.
He's a
Do I find
You
anything?
You find a dagger of tetanus, and another dagger of tetanus,
All
a
right.
dagger of something, a
Sheena
pointy
just kind
bone.
of rolls her.
That might
Sheena
be
just
a
kind of
dagger.
rolls her eyes and says, "Make it quick, Goblin. We'd best be on our way."
Dweon just kind of looks over his shoulder, sticks out his tongue, shrugs a little bit, and continues searching the bodies.
You find a pretty rock.
Okay, so I got 3 daggers, pretty rock, plus 1 pretty rock.
You find what appears to be a stick of some sort.
A what?
A stick of some sort.
A stick.
Small one.
Is it a
Oh,
carved
don't forget the
stick?
bone shard you found.
Well, it's got... Well, the one end is kind of pointy. The other end is kind of not.
It's like a wand?
Give me an Arcana check and check to see. If you can
I will. Let's see. What is my Arcana? Oh, +8. Okay. Roll. Nah, I didn't do too well.
Doesn't seem very fancy. It's not very fancy. It's probably just, that was one of the kobold that went down easy. It was probably his backup dagger, or what he thought it would be.
Weird. All right, I throw the stick over my shoulder. He doesn't care. I don't care about the stick.
You also find a single shoe. It had the sole is coming off of it.
I do not keep the single
shoe. Not being worn
shoe.
by any of the kobolds.
Huh.
And what else do you find? You find a single copper piece in one of them.
All right, 1 copper. Got it. I bring the shoe over to the cart. And I'm kind of holding it in front of me, and I'm like, guys, it looks like they may have gotten some other people here. This is not one of their shoes.
As you look at it,
I lift my hat off.
It smells awful, too.
Okay.
Sheena just turns her head dismissively and says, "Well, we took care of the kobolds. Problem solved. Let's go."
Can I use a... This is going to sound strange, but bear with me. Given my time as, a murdering thug for hire on the streets of D&D, New Jersey, and New York, can I use Streetwise to tell, if that's, a human shoe and, bloody?
Perception would probably be better. Suited
Well,
to it. It probably will not be a very hard roll.
I have 0 in perception and 7 in Streetwise. That's why I was going very...
Streetwise kind of requires other people to talk to.
It's a social skill. It's meant to be like gathering information
it's primarily
learning
a social skill.
Or learning where the local bar is.
Yeah. I can see it basically being deciphering a map of a city as well as deciphering, finding out who knows what as well.
Can I intimidate the shoe into telling me answers?
No.
Tell me.
Justin, I like your bullshit. I really do. I like the bullshit.
You can still roll a perception check.
Do perception.
Look at it closely.
You'll never be
15.
clean, shoe.
Hey, there you go.
It's the size probably of a human or other medium-sized creature. Yes, it's about the size of most human feet. Probably not an orc feet. They're usually a little bit bigger. Probably not an elf or eladrin. They're usually a little smaller. But it's in the general range of, it's probably human or something about that
I
size.
don't know.
I turn it over and see if anybody...
Elf and eladrin feet aren't much shorter. They're just thinner.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I turn it over to see if somebody wrote their name on the bottom of the shoe.
The bottom of... As you flip it over, something falls out of the shoe.
Oh, so it doesn't say Andy on the bottom of the shoe?
Nope.
No,
nothing like
they'd
that.
only say that if it was a cowboy boot or a spaceman boot.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, but something does
Well, what
fall
falls
out of
out?
it.
and before we move on real quick, can I tell like how like old the grime is? Like, is it fresh or is it like weeks old or?
Well, as you can't really smell very,
True.
you know, you're pretty sure
It's not like rusty
either
blood or
this
anything.
thing had been worn for years and years, or it's fairly old.
Okay.
It's like something falls out of the boot. What is it? You pick it up. It's instructions. How to pour water out of this boot.
No, it appears to be like some kind of little like.
Last will and testament.
Nah, it's like a little piece of something. It's kind of covered in grime.
It's a map to the treasure.
No, it's a little solid, kind of. So yeah, kind of like squarish thing.
Dweon picks it up and inspects it.
It appears to be a bone. A very old bone.
Like a square
like
Find the
bone?
mummy, right?
Judging
we
from
find
the
the
looks of it, it's probably like a knuckle or possibly a toe, part of a toe maybe.
Did we find the mummy remains? The ancient mummy remains that they were offering 20 million gold pieces for?
Nah, it appeared.
Ah.
It appeared.
It seems like it was just some guy.
They robbed a grave at some point and kept one of the shoes from the.
I tossed the shoe aside.
At this point, the cart is technically over around here by now, because it started leaving.
And Sheena would be walking with it because she doesn't care.
Yeah, so basically, you're continuing on to the school. As you continue on, the dwarf, seems to perk up a bit. It's following that you.
Does it take at least 4 hours to get to the school?
Well, it could.
Okay, because 4 hours is precisely what considered an extended rest for me, so that would be fantastic.
Basically, yeah, it'll put you at about that point. You'll probably be pulling into the school driveway or something shortly after that.
All right. I got a question. So as we're traveling, the one thing I do is I renew my
driver's license.
I renew my driver's license. I renew my healing infusions. And basically what I have to do is I basically steal somebody's, not steal, that's the wrong word.
You borrow indefinitely.
I borrow indefinitely people's healing surges to store in these eggs to use later.
So
seeing that I don't know these people very well, I think Dweon would just take his own healing surges.
You can have some of mine.
Well, yeah, I might ask you later, but right now he doesn't feel comfortable enough to I was
going to say, because I get all mine back after an extended rest, so.
Yeah.
True. So, but yeah, no, I'm just kind of playing the character. He's just kind of he's going to take two of his own healing surges. So that makes these down to 4. The second thing he's going to do is one of his racial features is that, and I'm going to make sure I get this right, is that
he pees on everything.
I can augment the energy into a weapon. And basically what this says is augment energy. I infuse a weapon with a +2 attack after an attack.
Basically, you're close, you can invoke that to get a +2 and hopefully hit.
Right, and so I can do this once a day or per milestone, and I can do it during a short rest. So during the wagon ride, I asked Snappy, I'm like, hey, does Snappy use any weapons?
He is
No,
a weapon.
he punches things.
I
Alright,
have,
so I
I have
technically...
itty bitty shuriken.
Yeah,
But
but you
otherwise
don't
I'm
really
fine.
use it.